Y'all niggas watched. Lobed around.
Conductor.
Conductor.
Yeah. We have a problem. Conductor, we have a problem.
There's a problem. Hey, y'all. What's up, dude?
Welcome back to the Slutcast. It's your boy.
What cast? To the Slutcast. To the Lobe
Slutcast. Yeehaw, brother. My hairline is
brother.
absolutely out of control.
Live and direct, baby.
Live and direct, bro. We gonna let that be, though.
Direct.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Miles, how you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good, bro. How are you, man?
I'm good. Good. Family coming into town tomorrow.
Ooh.
Did you see how the light literally is getting brighter? It's a lamp, nigga. It's just a lamp, bro. Like, it ain't no fancy, no. Alexa, you do this shit for me. It's just a lamp, G. This shit like slowly growing like a fuck.
This shit powered up.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. But family coming into town. Super excited about that. Just a lot of good things going on in my life. Life is good, bro. How about you, man?
Yeah, bro, it's been good, dude. Fucking, I got into the sound design minor, so I've been fucking hype about that.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, just doing homework and fucking ready for summer, man. I'm like a month away from.
Who you telling, bro?
From chilling.
Summertime.
Oh, it couldn't be sooner. But we're gonna get there.
We're summer kids, bro. Our birthdays are literally 3 days apart, so it's like, you know.
Yeah.
It's part of the vibe, man. We're used to waiting for summer together. So.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Soon enough. What is your track last week? What did I give you to listen to? I believe it was Found by Brent Faiyaz and
yeah.
Thames.
Yeah.
My nigga said Tim's.
Yeah, Tim's.
He said like Dead Aspie.
Timothy's. Yeah. No, I was listening to the song, and then at the end, I was like, wait, now it's Brent Faiyaz? I was like, hold on, who have I been listening to? And then by the end of the song, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, who is what doing what? And then I just realized that's the sign of a good mix, number one.
On God.
Like they're in the same room, and man, Thames.
Her name is Temalade.
Temalade. She goes crazy. She's
crazy.
Like the what is it? The Whiz Kid sound, man.
Yeah, that's where her breakout track came from. She and Wizkid made a track together, and that was her breakout track. It was Essence.
Essence. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was her, bro. That was her and Wizkid. Yeah, bro. That was her breakout track.
But then why didn't it have her on there though?
On what?
It didn't have her on the feature. I didn't see it on
Essence. Oh yeah, she was 100% on there, bro. Heavy.
Really?
Heavy, bro.
I'm bugging.
Heavy.
I'm bugging.
Heavy. But the thing is, her voice is different. It's like type deep, so it's like you can get it confused for anybody because you're not expecting her to sound like that. So you're like, you don't know until you know. I don't know. Her voice is very, very unique. It's the best way to say it.
Yeah.
Unique.
Yes, it really is. That's for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, thumbs up or thumbs down. You gotta tell me, like.
No, I like it. I like the song.
All right.
Yeah. No, cool. I added it to my playlist and I dig it, and it's no complaints here.
Yeah.
I was a little mad that I didn't know who I was listening to, but that's a personal thing. You know what I mean?
No, I'm there with you. It took me a while when I was listening to Essence to know who was doing what, and I had listened to Wizkid a lot, but I didn't know who was doing what for a while.
Yeah.
Until I like went and looked at you have to look nowadays because you have to like like Absol. When you're listening to Absol, you have to look shit up, or you're just not gonna know.
Yeah, because they don't have all the shit on there sometimes.
No, man, no, not even a little bit.
No.
So you gave me a song by Joe Goddard.
Yeah,
called
Gabriel
featuring Valentina.
And last time I told you to sit through it, make sure that you get to the end, and I know it's gonna hurt a little bit. How do you feel?
Because you know me pretty well. You know me well enough to know that this song is way too fucking long, bro. You absolutely know me well enough to know.
While we're in the business of making each other listen to things.
Like, I mean, straight up, like 5 minutes and 38 seconds, my nigga.
Yeah.
Too goddamn long. The track was fire, though. It was a dance track. You're supposed to be in the club sweating. It's wall to wall. I really like how wet the bass was. I liked how the low end was tied in with her voice. It was gas. Good song. Way too goddamn long. Could have been done in 4 minutes, 3 minutes. My nigga, I would have made it 2 minutes. But 5 minutes and 38 seconds? Insanity. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah. So, love the track. I'm giving it a thumbs sideways with tilt up because, it's a good song. But come on, my nigga, like...
It's one of those songs that you would have on your playlist that you would play at, like, a shindig that isn't quite exactly a party, but is, like a kickback.
A kickback. You know? It's a kickback track for sure.
It's a kickback
unless you're in the
throwaway.
club where it's a straight thumper. You know what I mean?
God, people are going stupid about this song in the club for not great
straight
reasons either.
Thumper, dude. Yeah, high. Deeply high. Yeah. High on amphetamines, bro. Straight up. It's one of those, dude. Yeah.
It's smeened out.
Straight up, dude. So now we're picking next week's track. For me, go ahead. What do you got?
Yeah, dude, I have I got a couple of songs because last time you were like, oh, I've heard that before. So I have my first pick is Freaky T by Tia Karen. Freaky T is one word.
I
see. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Are you ready for your track?
Yeah, what is it?
It's called Crapa Pelada. It's CRAPA space PELADA by Quarteto Cetra.
Right, I see. Crapa Pelada. I gotcha. Crapa Pelada. Why didn't you say it the first time?
He said Crapa Pelada. You done heard me?
What in the world? Why didn't you just say it the first time?
Why don't you just say it like that in the first place? I'll be damned.
This shit says old Italian classic. I'm weak. Okay,
bro.
okay.
It's you're gonna love this. If you don't love this, I'll be shocked. So we're here for a showdown about the album Wasn't Built in a Day. Here we go. We're here for the showdown. What did you think of the album? What did we listen to this week, Miles? Go ahead, give us the intro, bro.
This nigga, bro.
Go ahead, boss. What do we listen to,
We're listening to Wasn't Built in a Day by Rome Streetz. And in my defense, before I even get started even further, I wanted to listen to this album. My first suggestion was his last album, Kiss the Ring, but it's too old. So we'd like to do, current shit around here. So we did his recent album. And I liked it. It's no Kiss the Ring. It's no Kiss the Ring, okay? But I mean, it has my goodwill and fortune. What are you about? What are you about on this?
I'm gonna write down I'm gonna say exactly what I wrote down, and I'm gonna
Okay.
say it exactly how I wrote it. I mean, it's aight. I had a bunch of A's for I mean and I's for I. I just don't think it's for me, boss. I'm either super hype for this kind of shit or I can't stand it, and this is leaning on the side of can't fucking stand it.
Wow.
I recently have gotten into Griselda, gotten into the Squad, gotten into listening to niggas who do this kind of thing on the track.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
cool. I like it when it's done how I want to fucking hear it. And
Right.
what Rome Streetz didn't do on this album is what I'd like to hear.
Okay.
It's
that's
a
fair.
bunch of like beats that I would throw away. They're almost all throwaway beats.
No way.
I despised the beat selection on this album.
No.
And look, the only reason I'm up in arms about this album is because Kiss the Ring blew my fucking mind. It introduced me to Griselda. I didn't get it for the longest time. And once I got it, I cannot go back. That track, that album from West Side Gun with Peppers on it. I think it's called 10. The album is called. Have you heard Peppers with Black Star? The bar is stupendous. He has a Most Def feature. West Side Gun has a Most Def feature on his album.
I mean, there was a Method Man feature on this, but yeah, you're right.
We'll get to that. But I'm saying there's levels to this shit, bro. And I was disappointed by this album heavily.
I don't think that this album was meant to look, okay. All albums are made to impress, all right? But I don't know that as much. I don't know that as the same level of energy was put into Kiss the Ring that it was for this album. And it's apparent. It's a 35-minute album.
It's 35 minutes.
Like the bars are even they're more shallow. You know what I mean?
He's not talking about slinging. He's just talking about fucking and rapping.
Yeah, and it's like and in Kiss the Ring, there are a lot of moments where you would be like, "Oh shit, that was a really cool rhyme."
A lot of cool rhymes, a lot of cool stories.
Yeah, there's still some of that in this because it's Rome Streetz after all, but I could see why you would say that.
There was a lot more innovation in Kiss the Ring. I felt like I was getting a peek into something as opposed to this kind of walled off album that we got from this guy. Like, Wasn't Built in a Day seemed like we weren't getting an inside peek of Rome Streetz. I feel like we got an inside peek into Rome Streetz, and if I'm going to get the inside peek, I don't want to go backwards. I want to just keep going forwards and getting more and more and more, and I feel like this was a regression from what I've heard from Griselda in from what I've started listening to. Keep in mind, my nigga, you put me onto this shit. I'm new. I'm brand spanking baby, fresh out the womb type of nigga new. So I don't know, but this didn't excite me. I didn't fuck with it.
Yeah, no, I think that like, you know, with a lot, and this has happened so much in the past. Like a lot of rap albums, a lot of artists, their first albums will be like some super hyper original shit.
Magic,
magical shit, and then like Control System, you know what I mean?
Or Trap Lord, or Man on the Moon
Section
1,
80.
or Section 80, or OD, or no, I feel you.
Yeah, and sometimes the shit that they make after that is just like, nah, but you know what? You still gotta make it. You know?
I get that, and I think this isn't going to be the end, because he had this Swab. Who the fuck is Swab? Who is that? He's all over the album. Who is this Swab nigga?
The guy on the. Did you get to the skits though at the ends of the song?
I listened to the skits. Was that who that was?
No, I think it was Cindy. I think think it was Send It Back. I think it was West Side. I mean, to me, it sounded like some of it was West Side, but I don't really know it that well.
I don't know. I feel like I know West Side Gun's voice anywhere. Like, if someone woke me up in the middle of the night, shook me awake, and was like, identify these 4 rappers. One of them is West Side Gun. If you don't do it in the next 45 seconds, we'll shoot you in the head. And just speaking voices, I'm 100% sure I could identify West Side Gun on the lineup. No question about it.
Okay.
I mean, because you have Conway. He's like, he's rapping like Conway, this. He's right. You have Rome Streetz, where he's a little higher in the voice. And then you got West Side Gun. Boom. Come on, bro. It's West Side Gun. You can tell that nigga from the sidewalk, bro. Literally.
They should start a polyphonic brass vocal ensemble.
Bro, that would slibbity slap, bro. That would slap.
With all the different ad-libs that they do. Y'all niggas, wah, boom, boom, boom.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom. Yes, it's there. It's there.
What'd you think was your favorite track, bro? What was your favorite track off the album?
Oh, dude. Dude, it's such a short album.
35 minutes.
Which I was so thankful for this week. Let's talk about that. I mean, come on, bro. Jesus
Sometimes
Christ.
You need a break, you know?
Yeah, I was really into Gym Drop. I think I really like Lobsters and Shoreditch, though. Because that song is just like, we're in New York and we have fucking money. We're from New York and we have fucking money. And we don't really like you. You know what I mean? And that vibe is like hip hop, and that shit is dope, bro.
It's tough.
It's
cool. Tough.
Yeah. What about you? What was your favorite song?
Lobsters in Shoreditch, bro. That was my favorite track.
God damn it!
Of course, dude. we have a lot in common, Miles. It was like one of the most. It got me out of my head a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
It let me listen to the album instead of the album listening to me.
Get got.
Oof, man, it was just it's a real slog listening to this joint. So like getting that track was awesome. I felt like it was something that I would go back and listen to. But I think I really liked it most because it was a part of something that I wasn't a big fan of. I don't think I would have liked Lobsters and Shoreditch if it wasn't a part of this specific album. If it was on an album, if it was on Kiss the Ring, I wouldn't have noticed it, to be completely honest with you. It was a standout in kind of a rough pickings. I also like the Meth verse. I mean, we love some Meth.
Yeah. Love that.
Great to see that. Shout out to Method Man.
Undeniably will always end up having a few bars in Spanish, and just
I think he's just from that side of the street, bro.
He obviously is.
He's from around that way, bro, and I'm happy about that. Like I'm cool with
nice.
It. You know, it's tight. Like welcome, you know, welcome everyone, my nigga. Like I fuck with that.
Yeah,
well, Espanol. What was your favorite moment from the album? Moment or moments?
Yeah, Send It Back. Send It Back was the Send It Back skit was my favorite because it just felt like Rome Streetz said to whoever that is, yo, talk about these niggas, man. And then it just he came in the studio, was like, yo, you know when you order food sometimes and you pay for that shit, and
I couldn't get through that whole skit. I turned it off.
I love that.
I literally
shit. I
skipped
love that shit.
I was like,
he said sometimes when rappers send their verses over, you know they didn't cooked it right. That's what he ends up talking about.
It's just so that's on Suicide. It's on the end of Suicide.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. It's like that's what made the song 5 minutes and 18 seconds. What is with these niggas, bro?
Yeah, bro. Well, you know, the 35, 25 got it. You gotta juice it, bruh. You gotta juice it,
bro. Well, that is. Ugh. Well, that was cool. I did like that. I liked that they did it, but it's just like.
Well, what do you think about the China Street song? You mad, huh? At the end, bro.
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I had to hit the end button on that shit, bro. Halfway.
No way, bro.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I tried to listen to this shit, bro. Like I did my best.
Wow.
But I literally was like,
you
can't
came out
listen
here
to this
and
shit anymore.
You did a good college try, man. That's all I can ask
really
for.
did, bro. Like, and
Yeah.
I don't like doing that, especially if we're talking about it on the pod. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like skipping tracks. But I felt like I was being subjected to the track.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
So I didn't
reminiscent,
finish it up, bro.
It's like nostalgic for me. That vibe is like nostalgic for me.
Wow.
Like Lil Kim, fucking Eve. Yeah, that's nostalgic for me for sure.
No, it definitely fits that style, bro. It's just that the boom 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 boom.
Dude,
boom.
you really had a problem. I mean, bro, you can the instruments in the back of shit. I mean, yo,
My nigga,
you really
it's
hate
so
that
boring,
shit.
bro.
You might just have a problem with Big Ghost. You might just have a problem with Big Ghost.
Is Big Ghost the nigga who produced this shit?
Yeah, it's one of Griselda's producers. I think.
I guess I have a problem with Big Ghost because that shit cannot.
Or at least those
bro.
beats.
Holy moly! I hated every single one of the beats.
I can't believe that. I can't believe it, bro.
Lobsters in Shoreditch, bro. It was cool.
At least we agree on one thing, though. At least we fucking agree on one thing, bro.
One thing. That is a take home for sure. That's a take home for sure.
Oh man.
My favorite moment from the album, yo. I cannot write.
Say it.
I can't say out loud what I wrote down.
Say it, bro.
I said the ending, bro. My favorite.
Oh no. Yo. That's okay, bro. You made me listen to Drake, and I hated on that nigga for like an hour straight on this podcast.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes when things end, it's good, just so we know what
it's over.
Oh God, just it being done was a treat, my nigga. Like that was a treat, bro. And this is coming from me. I really fuck with rap music. I really fuck with Rome Streetz. This was just. It was a bridge I didn't want to press on this Rome Street, my nigga. I ain't gonna hold you.
Bro, see, I feel like, man.
I had no favorite moment.
Dog, come on, man. Like hip hop, bro. This is hip hop, though, man. This shit is hip hop. This
is a subset of hip hop, bro. It's a subset that I don't really like at all.
That's all right.
You remember that clip in a tray shit that you sent me?
Yeah, that wasn't a good song.
No, but the whole album sounds like Clip in a Tray. That's what this whole shit sounds like to me. That's the same kind of beat. It's the same kind of flows. You know what I mean? Like this is like a whole album of Clip in a Tray.
Rome is nice with the flows, though, bro. Come on.
Rome is fire. I never said Rome isn't fire. I think Rome is fire as fuck.
All right, but so then maybe Rome is your favorite part of the album. Come on.
But he wasn't. I'll give it to Meth. I'll give it to Meth for the favorite part. And I liked the world that the skits were in. I didn't actually like the skits. I liked where they were based. You know what I mean? Like the I'm fighting for my fucking life over here.
You said I like the world that the the skits.
I like the world that the skits were in. I don't like the skits. I like the world that he created for the skits. Kind of like you remember you remember Future by Future? You remember when Future dropped Future and Hendrix? The 2 albums, the double album?
Yeah.
You remember the skits on Future? Where it was like, yeah, nigga. It was like the rent money skit and shit like that. I like the world that the skits were in. I didn't like the skits though. I liked the world that he brought us to though. I feel like there could be some funny shit or some cool shit in that world that Future brought us to, but I didn't really like the skits he chose. You know
what does that mean? I don't know. I don't really think I know what that means.
I just, I don't know. I feel like every artist creates a universe for us to listen to their music in. You know what I mean? Yeah. Kind of like
contextualize it.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like where you go when you listen to it, and the skits, kind of create a movie for you, right? They make a movie. So I like where the setting of the movie is. I just didn't like the movie. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like where it's at. I just don't like what went down. So
right. Yeah,
you know, I'll give you that as a favorite moment through very gritted teeth.
Okay.
What's your favorite mixing moment, bro?
Yo, my favorite mixing moment. There wasn't a lot. I'll say that. This thing is very bare on the mixing.
My nigga, you would.
The features, they sound like they're in the same room, so it sounds like they're passing the microphone. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
The bass on. Hold on, I wrote it down. There's the piano run. The piano run on the last song that you hate. That you turned off. The piano run on the last. Yeah, I just want to talk about it real quick. The vibraphone triangle piano run boom bap combo is not something to be shied away from. I know you. We probably. I mean, look, that's not something to not think about, bro. You know what I mean? That's, you know.
Nah, bro, go ahead.
Yo, I guess like I would say like using the scratching and the samples from all of the hip hop thing, the Static Selecta.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna use a bunch of different samples and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. And also, there's this one song I can't fucking remember right now, but there's this one song that has this bass in it that layers, that does a doubling in the middle randomly throughout the song. That's pretty tight.
Okay.
Yeah. What about yours? Fucking ass.
I'm not gonna read what I wrote down because it's really like terse. But I don't know. It's okay. Nothing really stood out to me.
Struggling with this one, bro.
Cause like most of the time our podcast is super positive. I don't really have measures for what to do when I hated it. But mixing wise, nothing really stood out. Kind of like you said, I thought the samples were cool.
Yeah.
Like how they were mixed was cool. Not the actual samples, because I feel like the samples that were on the album were made like they're like this gothic kind of, if maybe you feel like I was in prison, I guess. A prison of my own mind.
All right. Nice.
I liked how the drums were spread out. I feel like they really got that stereo sound. Really got that stereo sound going.
Yo,
They did a great
my
job
fucking
panning
God.
with the drums. I heard a lot of the because I was listening on my, and I heard a lot of hi-hats over here, a lot of snare over here. I thought it was cool how they separated everything to make room for the voice.
Yeah, totally. I feel you.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
I will say though, they don't sound like they were mixed like at all. Mostly, like they sound like they came that way. You know what I mean? Like it sounds like someone was holding him. It was like say he was holding the mic. It sounds like he was holding the mic in a lot of these. There's no reverb. There's no delay. There's not a lot to really pick at here. I think the worst mixing on the album was Majesty. It sounded like an experiment of a song where they were like,
yeah,
fuck it,
just send it out. That's the best
let's put it out. It felt like a Dat Piff tape. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my mixing moments. My mixing moments, bro.
Garnett's most hated mixing moments of all times.
Yeah, I did like the drum spread though. Like I feel like I don't get that a lot on most major tracks because the drums are usually spit out so fast. I sat in on an Internet Money session while I was working at Tree. And those kids were they got in the studio and just started like spitting shit out like immediately, man. There was no wait. They made like a shit ton of beats while they were there. It was just this kind of cookie cutter shit. And I like that you can tell that they decided where to put the sounds in these tracks. So that was cool. That was cool. Yeah. It felt like a real grown. That's one of the things I like about Griselda is that they have a real grown up sound. You know what I mean? I think that's part of why I really am not a big fan of this album is because it's a little in your 40s for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little late 30s in your 40s for me. Okay. But it's, I see why people like it,
yeah.
Structure moment. Go ahead.
In an episode in this podcast, you've said that hip hop is dead. And
it died a while ago, bro. And all we're listening to
that's what you said. That's what you said.
Yeah, we're just listening to people trying to like. It's like basically. So hip hop is like a cadaver, and every once in a while, you just have some niggas walk into the room with clear. And they shock it to life. And those few seconds while it's jumping because of the electrons and, the synapses in the brain, there's like a second where the body jumps. That doesn't mean that it's alive.
Okay.
It just means that it was once alive. So there are synapses in the brain that will make the body jump when it's electrocuted. And I feel like Griselda is really good at zapping the cadaver.
Okay.
But absolutely, hip hop has died. It's dead.
I don't agree.
And I don't agree. Stunned that you think this album would be a good.
No.
You said I was like hip hop is dead, and you were like, listen to this new Rome Streetz and say that to me again.
Oh no, not the room. I said the new Rome Streetz.
My nigga. Yes.
I hadn't listened to it yet, though. There's no way.
I swear to God, bro. That was the conversation we had, my G. You were like, wait till you hear the new Rome Streetz, bro. Wait till you hear the new Rome Streetz.
Listen to forget that. Listen to Kiss the Ring. And
I've heard Kiss the Ring. That doesn't make rap not dead, though. That's just like a very slow motion shock.
How can I don't
to the
think so,
dead
man.
body of hip hop, bro?
You know what I think? I think rap is an old head that is around and people have learned from. And
rap is still alive. Hip hop is dead.
Hip hop. is not dead. Hip hop.
I was with you. I was with you. Rap is absolutely alive, walking around pissed off because hip hop is dead.
Fuck you. Oh my god, I hate that fucking resonates. I hate that resonates. I will say it out loud.
Rap walking around punching holes in walls and shit like Andy.
Maybe
from The
rap,
Office.
Maybe rap is walking around punching holes in walls because his bro hip hop that used to be the coolest motherfucker on the block is now an old head that isn't getting any sort of respect, but people are taking things from and using the hip hop to still like do that kind of stuff.
Rap wouldn't get this mad unless hip hop was dead. This is one of those like dead homies type of things.
No,
you know what I mean?
bro.
This is that
No,
sleepless
bro.
nights right after the shooting type shit, bro. Because
No,
like
bro. No.
Lil Pump happened, Lil Yachty happened, Lil Uzi happened, Playboy Cardi happened. These niggas murdered hip hop. They did. Chief Keef happened. Chief Keef was one of the first people to murder hip hop, bro.
I think it caused a serious, what do they call it? Schism? A breakage in the community. You know what I mean? Two paths, one less taken, if you will. The hardened road.
But that's the thing. The mainstream isn't listening to hip hop anymore. And
No,
when
they're
I
not.
say
And I'm
life, when I'm talking about the life of something, like that's like saying jazz isn't dead. Jazz is dead. That's like saying Latin isn't a dead language.
I don't think so, because Samara Joy is a jazz singer that is winning Grammys.
My nigga. Number one, they be giving Grammys out. We cannot accept the Grammys in any way, shape, or form. First and foremost, because of 2013, we remember what happened. Macklemore beat out Kendrick Lamar. Macklemore beat out Kendrick Lamar with The Heist. When's the last time you listened to The Heist, my boy?
Okay.
When's the last time, bro?
I'm not standing by. All right, I won't die on the Grammy Hill. I'll take that back.
Thank you.
Let me go at another angle.
Sure.
I had it and then I fucking lost it. God damn it, dude.
I will die on this hill, bro. Because Samara Joy is not. She's got 308,000. Name me another pop jazz musician right now, bro.
Well, that's the thing, though. I think that our definition of hip hop being dead probably is different because, like, I agree with you that the mainstream isn't listening to hip hop and jazz. And when you talk about Lifeline and things being alive, I mean, if you're talking about in the mainstream and relevance, it's not. Right?
Dead.
I totally agree with you.
Okay.
But to me, in my realm, that's not what's important.
What is important? What does life mean to you in music?
I think that people are still making good hip hop songs and good jazz music. So I think that it's not dead. I think that it still has a lifeline. There's still an evolution of this music being carried out, and it's still going to continue to be made. Just like the Biba Doobie shit.
Well, I feel like with hip hop, for it to evolve, it can't sound exactly the same like it does. Because what we're talking, you're talking about evolution, but with this album, sounds like the same shit we've been doing the whole time.
God,
what's new about this?
Such a fucking bad example.
What's new about this? Even with Kiss the Ring, right? Let's go to Kiss the Ring and talk about Kiss the Ring. What's new about Kiss the Ring?
New,
because you're saying hip hop is evolving, and for something to be alive, it has to grow, right?
Yeah.
So if it's growing, what is new about that it has grown? If anything, it sounds like a continuation, but it doesn't sound like growth to me.
I think it's one and the same. You know, I think it might not be a fast growth, but I think hip hop's looking at itself and it's growing. I do.
But it's been around for 40 plus years. At this point, I feel like it would have grown.
Well, I think that I would argue that it has if you look at Sugar Hill Gang to now.
Sure. But then where would we say it stopped growing? Because we've definitely noticed a stoppage in growth. I feel like if Mos Def can hop on West Side Gun's new album and me not be able to tell where Black Star starts and Griselda ends, they're touching from top to tip. You know what I'm saying? I'm like how...
Yeah.
If I can't tell the difference, I feel like from Joey Badass 1999 dropping was the last hip hop era that we truly got.
What about Good Kid, Mad City though? What is Good Kid, Mad City?
It's experimentation. I feel like Good Kid, Mad City. I don't think that's hip hop, bro. It has hip hop elements, but this wasn't built in a day. Straight hip hop, my nigga. That's hip hop. Okay, Kendrick Lamar took elements from hip hop and was like, "I'm gonna create something new."
Okay,
okay. Mad City, Mad City is not a normal rap song. It has hip hop elements, though.
That to me strengthens my argument that hip hop is alive and growing through things. Whether hip hop itself is not, because of course 1920s music isn't growing anymore because it's 1920s music, but there are still capsules of like motifs of 1920s music that you can find, I'm sure, in 1930, 40, 50, you know what I mean? And I think that probably we just disagree on what it means for the genre to be alive or dead. You know what I mean?
I don't think we do. I think I know what you mean, and I just disagree. Because I'm like, yo, you're saying, I don't think you're right, bro. I think you're wrong with this one. I do.
Is rock dead? Is metal dead?
No.
But metal's not on mainstream music. Metal's not.
It is. Depends on who you're listening to. If you're listening to the radio and you're listening to rock on the radio, it's mainstream. There you can find popular rock right now.
Metal.
Popular metal? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't listen to
metal
enough. But I can absolutely comment on rap because I listen to it. I can also comment on R&B because I listen to it constantly. I listen to older metal. Like any metal that I'm listening to is old. R&B is absolutely not dead. No.
Why?
Because there are people who are bringing it to the forefront. It's still talking about love. It's still talking about relationships. It's still 808s. It's still singing in the rain. Now they may have changed their clothing while they're singing in the rain. Literally the picture of of Black's new album is him
ingrained. Imprinted.
I was such a dirtbag for so long that it just will not go away. But the cover of his album is him on a mountain shirtless. That's R&B.
Dude, I would say that R&B in my realm is not, like, it doesn't exist. I think this is a good point. I think that music has been so compartmentalized. There's so much music in the world that you and I can exist in the same realm of music in different pockets and thus have completely different opinions about the music and the things that we subscribe to. You know what I mean? Because I would argue that R&B isn't anything anywhere. It's more poppy. You know what I mean? Of course, 6 Lack is doing R&B.
But are you listening to current R&B? That's the issue. Are you listening to current R&B?
No, but I mean, are you listening to current hip hop?
Yes. Yes, 100%, bro. Yes. 100%. And I don't listen to current hip hop as much as I do current rap because there's not a lot of current hip hop. There's a lot more current rap. And I do actually listen to current hip hop as well.
I don't know, man.
But
I don't know, man.
I do get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Know, bro.
I just
I don't think
disagree.
I don't think it can be dead if people are still using it.
And this is the last time, but by that argument, Latin is still a relevant language.
Yeah, because people are using it.
Cool. Then you're right. We absolutely disagree on what dead means.
Yeah,
Because Latin is a dead language, has been a dead language for a long...
but dude, Sumerian or Akkadian or the languages that are even older than Sumerian or whatever it is, like those are like languages that we are actually dead, that like one or two people on the earth might be able to figure out how to say.
Then what song? What genre is actually dead that I can compare rap to, or not compare hip hop to, so that I can see?
Probably minstrels.
Probably what?
Probably minstrels.
Are you talking about menstrual, like
Yes.
blackface? Are you talking about blackface?
Yeah. That shit is dead. That's actually dead.
But let's
no one's
look
doing
at
that shit no more.
Let's look at the type of music. Because I feel like the music that blackface minstrelsy was set to is still being played.
The big band shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the swing
Family
shit,
Guy.
I know a couple of those songs. Yeah.
So that being said, it's not actually dead.
Okay then.
So nothing has ever died. Is that what you're saying?
Not yet, because it's too recent. We're too. I think we're too young of a culture of species to say things are, you know what I mean? That many things are dead. You know.
So there's no dead music.
I think it's a colloquialism, like a phrase. Because I do agree with it a little bit, but if I can't agree with it with all my heart, because I don't.
I hear you, boss. I hear you, man. But no music is dead. I'm a throw my hands in the air. We're just gonna keep on rolling.
On the Latin defense.
I'm like, you got it though, boss. You got it, bro.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about the structure of this album?
It was trash, bro. There's barely a structure at all, man. I mean, come on. Yeah, they're just songs. Like, I mean, the skits are the only thing that adds any kind of structure to it. And you have to like them to enjoy them. You know, you either like them or you don't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
What about you, dude?
I said didn't really flow. Just felt like a compilation of tracks. Felt like a mixtape, if you will. But a poorly made one. So I guess we can roll right on past that. What are your least favorite parts from this album?
I would say the lack of depth with the bars, because I think that's one of the things that would have this be an admissible Rome Streetz album.
Yeah.
If the bars hit like they did on Kiss the Ring, I think that we wouldn't be sitting here arguing about if hip hop were dead or alive. I think that you would know hip hop were alive.
Miles. You're something else, my friend. You're something else. I don't think there's a world where I would think that, but I do understand what you're saying. I think, and I actually didn't even get to the bars. I had the beats. The beats suck.
Yeah, I have a couple bars written down.
I didn't like the beats. It felt really boring as an album. And I would say it's the genre, because it used to bore me, this kind of boom bap shit. But I'm into this boom bap shit now. I really like it. If it's done correctly, I didn't like this album at all. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
So my least favorite album least favorite part of the album was the album. I expect so much more from Griselda in general, man. I'm kind of bummed.
That's all right.
You know?
That's okay. Do we have anything else on the list? You want to pick the next album and shout outs?
What did you get from the album is what we have next.
Oh, right. Dang. How could I forget about that?
The takeaway.
The
boss.
takeaway.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that just goes to show you, because I didn't even write down a takeaway. Yeah, I mean, dude. Hip hop isn't doing well, but it is alive. That's my takeaway.
That's your takeaway, bro. Got it. Well, my takeaway is that, niggas will not agree on everything, bro. That's my takeaway. Niggas will absolutely disagree no matter how on the same page we are about everything. We will absolutely forever disagree about the death of things. Because I think things die. I love that things die. I think the ending of things is magic. Because it gives the middle part meaning, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
So that's why I think
truly do.
hip hop is dead. I know. I feel you. I think that's why hip hop is dead. We enjoyed our time with Father Hip Hop.
That's fine.
And that motherfucker and his Adidas tracksuit are dead. They're dead.
Well, I kind of agree. I said it. I kind of agree.
Yeah. And I kind of understand where you're coming from, because I think these niggas are giving it a run for their money. I just think personally, and I'll give you some real honesty here, bro.
Okay, bro. Thank you.
I was so deeply, deeply upset by Joey Badass's fall and Capital Steez's death.
Oh, yeah.
And they were the last people in my sphere really doing rap like that.
Yeah.
That was the last true hip hop I heard was Summer Nights.
Yeah.
And when PE fell apart, because you can't have, it's kind of like you can't have that whole collective without Capital Steez, bro. He really was part of that group. He was the second guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's important to have a Joey. It's important to have a leader, but you also have to have that second guy that you can go to in the group. And once he left, it was all on, what's my boy's name? Not Nick Caution, because Nick Caution was like fourth. But who was the Kirk Knight? It was all on Kirk Knight's shoulders, bro. And Kirk Knight did not have the swag for it, bro. He's an excellent artist. He just did not have he did not have Capital Steez. He just did not have the Steez like that, bro. Literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
And once they left the game early, I didn't know. I accepted rap to be dead. That's when I started to get into UA. That's when I started to get into Flatbush, because I was like, look, there's other shit coming out of New York that sounds like rap. That's when I got into Kendrick. That's when I got into all this other shit, because I'm like, look, if hip hop is dead, I'm gonna let it be what it is, because they died with them niggas. So I get that Griselda's here and they're doing new shit. They're doing more rap, but it feels like they picked up something from a long time ago that I was ready to let rest. I was okay with the mutations and the evolution of what I used to love. And I'm not sure that I'm ready to give Griselda the game back. I'm going to need many, many, many more years of straight gas to really feel like I can give them the ability to say they have revived rap, because they were the only ones doing it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't
because
go as
rap,
far as say that.
hip hop died for me, and I can't say that they have revived it. I love that Jay-Z dropped 444. I love that Nas dropped that joint with Ye. I love that Push is still out here doing his thing. I love that these niggas are still doing it. But let's look at it, bro. Real hip-hop, Griselda's the first ones to do it in a very long time.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's my take. That's my complete honesty.
That's beautiful. You
know what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from with it.
I agree with everything you just said,
bro.
I agree with everything you said, bro.
You know?
I feel that hardcore, man. That's what's up.
That
was a good takeaway. Dude.
That's my takeaway. I feel like they really got to give us some straight gas, man. I need that straight gas from Griselda, and I feel like I'm getting it. You know, they're doing I feel like West Side Gun is really doing what needs to be done. I feel like Conway's really doing what needs to be done. I feel like Rome is really doing what needs to be done. You got to release wasn't built in a day so you can get that real gas. You got to have the lows to have the highs, man. So
yeah, exactly.
Rome Streetz, this was a swing and a miss, but you have to miss to hit some. Keep swinging, bro, because I fuck with the shit.
Boom, boom, boom. You have to miss to hit some.
You gotta miss to hit some.
See what you say. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Just like shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, heavy, bro. So that being said, it's new album time, man.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn to choose.
Wow.
Do it as thou wilt.
Wow. Well, I've been talking about this album for a hot ass minute now, and it's finally out. So it's time we listen to it. Never Enough by Daniel Caesar is the album for next week.
All right, we gonna.
It's the album for next week.
All right. He was about y'all heard it here, y'all. He was about to go into it this week.
I was ready. Much, you heard that pump fake that I just did.
Yeah. Wow.
That is the album. Never Enough by Daniel Caesar.
Never Enough by Spaniel Deezer.
Daniel Deezer, brother.
By Scamwell.
Pleaser. Yeah, we got a lot of shout outs to get through, bro. Did you want to go first?
God, I have a sickening amount of shout outs, dude. Let me know.
I'm nauseated by the amount of shout outs I have.
Shout out. Yeah, me too. Shout out when I shout out something that you were going to shout out because.
Okay, easy.
Obviously.
That gets us a lot of shit out of the way.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
first off, I want to give a shout out to I don't have all the links and shit yet, but my boy Didier Savani's brother, he's on YouTube. He's doing the gaming thing.
Oh, he's doing the gaming channel kind of thing?
Yeah, man. He's on YouTube.
Send me links,
so
bro.
Send me links. Torblitz. TORBLITZ for the
yes,
crew,
sir.
y'all. That's that. Shout out Leather Boulevard, the album released by B Kool-Aid, which is a group with Pink Sifu and Ali. They have songs featuring Butcher Brown and Harrison, DJ Harrison from yeah. Shout out Keitra Mine collab.
I was gonna shout that one out. Shout out Keitra Mine.
Yeah, Keitra Nada.
We're excited for that. Coming May 15th, I believe. We got a month.
Oh my God.
We got
Let's
a month.
Move over to the Tizo Touchdown song.
Tease him.
Speaking His Truth.
Familiarity.
Needed
it.
Let's go.
Needed it. We're excited for that new album, Tizo. New album coming out.
Shouts. Dude, please. Okay, now you're with me, all right? Yeah, you're with me with the Tizo fucking album, right? We need that shit, dude.
Oh, bro,
Please.
I've been with Tizo for a minute, but I'm just saying, like, it looks like Tizo's dropping an album. I was comfortable with singles. I like singles. I'm comfortable with singles, but I'm like, you know, if you're gonna tease a new album, tease it tease it out. You know what I'm saying? Tease
I mean, all right. Anyways, shouts out Ty Dolla.
Shouts out Ty Dollars.
Call Me If You Get Lost, Sneaky Deluxe by Tyler the Creator.
Estate sale. Definitely very sneaky. Very sneaky.
It is. I was like, oh, it's a new album. Oh my God, I'm so fucking hype. And it's a deluxe. So enjoy that. I
do want to slip in though. I am sickened by the deluxeification of the rap game. Tyler, thank you for actually making this shit good, because niggas pissed me the fuck off with this fucking deluxe and then releasing like 4 new tracks and they sound like dog shit because they were the B-sides. Thank you for giving us like number one 6 tracks and then making them actually fucking good. Shout out to you, Tyler the Creator, for not fucking sucking. Continue on, my boy. That's a
real shout out to the Sneaky Deluxe right there. I dig that.
Shout out. Sneaky Deluxe. Fuck with it.
Shout out to Polyphia. Polyphia's album, Remember You Will Die. It's the sick ass guitar band I found. They do this fucking polyphonic guitar shit. It's really cool. They make it sound like an orchestra. Shout out Benny Sings featuring Remy Wolf song Pajamas.
Okay.
Shouts out Ice Cold Bishop, his album that came out. That shit is pretty wild. I think that I definitely want to go over that in the podcast with you for sure.
Okay. Ice Cold.
Shouts out Unknown Mortal Orchestra new album, V and Meshuggah, or 5 and Meshuggah. Yeah, 5 and Meshuggah. I knew I was going to do that earlier. I told myself not to. I should have just written 5. Shout out Zombie Juice single featuring Underachievers, Dizzy. Shout out BLP Kosher's Weird Come Up and his song The Knock. I don't know if you know BLP Kosher, but Hippie came over to me the other day. He was over at my house. He's like, yo, have you seen this dude? And he started playing this song and showed me the video. It was this fucking Jewish guy rapping his ass off.
Okay, I'm into
it. Yeah. Shout out Domi and JD Beck's album, Not Tight. It is tight. Domi and JD Beck are like responsible for some of the drums with like Life is a Traffic Jam. You know, the Life is a Traffic Jam shit.
Oh, they've been around for a minute, man. They're absolutely excellent. Yeah.
Yeah. And shout out, last but not least, us for getting back on track this week. We're back in the building, y'all.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We are back. That album came out 2022, bro. Like July 2022.
Yeah.
You shouting out real old stuff, dog.
Yeah, I'm just shouting it out. I'm just because look,
bro, respect, bro.
Yeah. It's not that old.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit.
I got like
bro. Respect. He said, yeah.
Well, in the first couple episodes, I was shouting out fucking podcasts and shit. I'm shouting out at whatever, dude.
Oh God, bro. You shout out whatever the fuck you want to shout out, my G.
Yeah.
I respect it, bro.
Thank you, my G, bro. Thank you, my G brother friend.
Thank you, my G brother friend. Hell's yes.
I salute you.
Hell yeah, dog. Yeah. I got a few shout outs myself.
Please do.
That you never touched on. I want to shout out the Creed soundtrack. Creed 3 is out. It's really good.
Ooh,
I enjoyed watching the movie. Had a good time in the theater.
About that.
Me and this older lady were sitting next to each other. Because I go to movies alone. Me and her were sitting next to each other, and I leaned my seat back, like with the, he's like, zzz, and I leaned it back because it was one of those sofa recliner fucking places, like a movie tavern kind of thing.
Yeah.
And 2 seconds later, I hear, zzz, and she's like, and she looked over at me, and I looked over her. I was like, She's like, mm-hmm. I was like, mm-hmm.
You are officially an older person.
She was like, mm-hmm.
Did you do it back? Please tell me you gave her a longer one, dude.
Bro, we just kept going, bro. And I literally like, bro, we were locked in. We were locked in the rest of the night, bro. Every single time somebody said something funny, I would like hit her with a jab. She'd be like, nigga. We were cutting up, bro. This little kid spilled all his Skittles all over the ground. I was like, God! It was funny, bro. It was a fun night with her. So shout out Creed 3. It's a good family film to laugh at some people at. I want to shout out Larry June and the Alk, man. Alk in the Milk. Back in the Milk, brother. The Great Escape by Larry June and the Alchemist. Excellent album. Excellent album. I've been listening to it on repeat. It's some great driving music. If you need some driving music, turn it on, nigga. I want to shout out my boy Ramon. East Side Cowboy. Out now. Just came out on the 31st of March. Listen to East Side Cowboy. It slaps. Of course, Never Enough by Daniel Caesar. Obviously, we're going to talk about that. Can't say anything about it. Black has an album. First time I've ever not slipped up. Black has a new album called Since I Have a Lover. And Since I Have a Lover is out now. It's really good. We got Lil Yachty with a new album. Not a new album, but he dropped a new track. Kind of like a three-piece with some... He basically put out like a little EP thing, but it has the Black Seminole on it, and it has... Yeah, it has that other slap on there. The Drive Me Crazy. I think it's Drive Me Crazy or Drive Me Time or some shit like that.
Oh yeah. That one's good.
Mm-hmm. Really good song. And the last one for me is Shrem for Life is out.
Oh,
Shrem Life 4 coming out. Excited about that. It's got a Thug verse, got Future verse.
Oh,
it's
man.
It's time, bro. Welcome back. I heard the Future verse is crazy. I've been watching some interviews. I heard the Future verse is crazy. I haven't checked it out fully yet, but I'm gonna get into that.
How do you even spell shrimp? Okay. For all the listeners out there, it's SREM.
Yeah, SREMM for life. Also, I want to say tomorrow is the first weekend of Coachella. We are excited for everybody who's going to go. I'm going to be off the internet for the next 2 days as to not find out anything from the first run because I'm going to see the show the second weekend that it's up. So keep me in your thoughts so that I don't rage too hard.
Thoughts and prayers, brother.
And it's going to be a great fucking month, man. Shout out April and May. It's going to be lit. Summer's on the way. Shout out Summer. Shout out to us for getting back in the stew, finishing up the work we had to get done. We took a little sabbatical, but we're back. Foot and ass, ready to take some names, bro.
Foot and ass, ready to take those names, bud.
Ready to take those names, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You find some names, we're taking them.
We'll take them.
Already. We'll take them, bro. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think that's a wrap, man. You got any? Moment of silence. Moment of silence.
Oh yeah, freaking moment me.
Memento of silencio.
Moments.
What you got there?
Goddamn. Lobed around, bud.
Lobed up, lobed down, lobed in.
Lobed proper.
Toodaloo, y'all.
Toots.
My nigga said toots. Hard. Hard,
Toots.
bro.
All right, I'm
Oh,
stopping
boy.
logic. What?
We got some fuckery.
Oh, God.
We got some fuckery.
God.
Stopping logic.